For decades, you have proven that your unmatched talent, your recording success, and unbelievable career has made you reign at the top that no one can deny.
You, Usher, are the voice of an entire generation. A signature sound that crosses all charts and audiences. You are a superstar with an incredible light and incredible heart, and the reminder and example of what an icon can make happen. So we are pleased, on behalf of the Apollo, to present you with the Icon Award.
I don't really know how long I'm gonna have, so I'm gonna try my hardest to keep it as quick as possible, but I mean, it's an Icon Award, so I figure I can take a little bit more time. And first of all, I just want to thank all the talent for coming up here and really impressing me. The philanthropic work that the Apollo does and the fact that dance is so significant is amazing. To the entire dance team, man, you guys did an amazing job. They really deserve to stand an ovation. And don't sit down, like I love it. When I was a kid, now I'm gonna tell you the reason why I'm saying it. You know, as a kid, I can remember Showtime at the Apollo, right? Right? We all remember that. Well, some of y'all might not be on that, but I'm just saying, you don't look, you're just looking good. But so I can remember watching the Showtime at the Apollo with my grandmother, who no longer is here with us. And there were two of the closest people to me, my nanny, who was like my grandmother, and my actual grandmother, Ernestine Carter, and evangelist she was. And they were all about belief. And I would look at the television and I would say, man, someday I'm gonna make it to that stage. And hopefully one day, I'll get a standing ovation. I stand before you humbled by your appreciation. Thank you guys so much, everyone who made this possible. But this entire 90 years of this classic moment that you are celebrating and will continue to celebrate fuels dreams. 90 years, so I'm certain we all understand the reality of what those times brought and how difficult it was to do something like this. And the heartbeat that represents Harlem is the Apollo. It's a heartbeat that has spanned across industries, from comedy, deaf comedy. I remember the first time I ever walked in here and I stood back there in the back with Kid Capri. It was back in the corner. And I was just like, man, if he only knew how much it meant to me to just be able to stand here and watch what was going on the stage. And then to be able to finally come up here and perform. You know, they say if you make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. Well, if you can make it to the Apollo, you can do anything anywhere. I want to thank a few people, two of whom are not here. Nancy Lackey, Polly. This was a dream that you helped fuel. Evangelist Ernestine Carter, which I did thank earlier, I give her so much praise for teaching me that believing in the unseen and understanding that a future is always waiting, but if we live in the present, we live forever. And the reality that there have been so many people who have been a part of my life and a part of this journey, I wouldn't have this moment without their belief and their support. My manager, who really forced me to value the one thing that I could offer the world, which is joy through entertainment. And we were waiting for me to put out an album, and waiting for me to put out an album, and waiting for me to put out an album, and I did, and it was about 8 years, and just as we were getting ready to do it, we went into a pandemic. And his belief and Live Nation's belief was part of the thing that fueled the dream that reignited a spark in me to go to Las Vegas and do something once we were open back up. And we were the first show to open back up in the United States, or at least it felt that way. But I mean, in Atlanta, we was going crazy. You know, but no, really, we was going nuts anyway. But for the most part, man, the belief that you have in me is that I have in you. You are my brother for life. You cut from a different cloth, bro, and I love you, Ron Lafitte. Obviously, none of this would be possible without my mother, Janetta Patton, who, yeah, I give her my mother right now. Without her support for me as a young kid who was very tenacious, outspoken, and always dreaming big, it was something that my grandmother said to me, you gotta dream that there's a big stage even though there's only 3 people there. So I was always talking this thing about, you know, the reality that I would be able to make it, and she believed it. She was daring enough to support my vision and support me as an artist and as a man, as a philanthropist. Part of the reason that I became the philanthropist who wanted to give more was really because of her. So New Look would not be 25 years effectively graduating kids, giving them opportunity and teaching them to be future leaders without her. Someone else who is here tonight that I want to give a shout out is Big John Platt. First of all, thank you for giving me my first real check. I mean, in this industry, you know, it is, I always say that shit too. But it's real, dog. I appreciate you more, not just because of that, but also too because you took me in like a little brother, and you've always been a mentor to me. You've always been someone who spoke positivity to me, even in the hardest of times. So I appreciate you, bro, not only for being here, but also too believing in me and being an incredible mentor to me. It's Chris Chambers and the Chambers Group who's here, Lydia who's here as well, my entire management staff, each and every person who is a part of this organization. Jonte, I know you're here too. Thank you so much, man, for your support. So many people that I want to thank, and I just feel like I'm talking too much right now. But it's all good. I'm a little nervous. Shit, don't blame me. I'm trying. But it's just because it means that much to me to be able to be up here and share this moment with y'all, man. I didn't even write anything down. I just said I wanted to speak from my heart because I really do think that everything that the Apollo is doing has motivated me in so many different ways. Not only just the dream and ambition to make it here, but the fact that you guys are a shining example of what it is to steadfast that we can do something integral and it will last from that moment to this present moment and then in the future. So 90 years plus, I'm hoping that you will continue to do what you're doing, and anything that I can do to be of support, I want to. I do hate that I never got a chance to meet Kiki Shepard. I did touch the wood earlier. Got half of it. Never became an amateur because I became a major. You gotta let that simmer in. That was cool. Someone else who I really do regret was not able to be here. We celebrated him, and it was such a joyous moment to be up here with Dougie Fresh, Mr. B. We came in here and we gave him all the love and the integrity and the the things that he gave to us. You know, Paul Robeson was an amazing influence to him that ultimately made him being the remarkable, incredible human being that did so much for so many others. So regretfully, I'm not able to look out there and see Mr. B in the audience, or his lovely wife, Pam, but I do want to recognize him. I want to say thank you to Quincy Jones for sending me that letter. L.A. Reid, who was in the house as well, for believing in me, and also to being an amazing support for me throughout my life. Many people stood on this stage. It was Michael Jackson, Prince came from over there. Y'all seen that video, right? We all seen it. But incredible moments have happened on this stage. Tonight, I'm able to join a legacy of incredible people like Harry Belafonte. I feel like I'm the youngest of the legends. But for some reason, I also too feel like I might be the oldest of the pioneers of this time. In some way and somehow that puts me in this very, very new and classic space. I'm so happy that I could have this moment. I'm so happy that I understand now that it's about celebrating these moments. Normally, I'm just about working. But tonight, to be able to look up here and see those young people celebrate me and understand how hard that really is to do, and the fact that they did it with such love and passion, I appreciate them, and I appreciate you. I love y'all, love each other. Last but not least, Kim Whitley, you didn't come back out here to get me the serenade. You know, I like them older. Last and most certainly not least, without your love, passion, support, to my best friend, Jennifer Raymond. I love you, baby. My wife who's in the audience tonight. Thank you for your support, and I'm so happy that we can do this together. Mother's Days are so awesome. I'm hoping that y'all gonna hook me up for Father's Day. Thank you guys so much.